Welcome to Vision Forward's Tech Connect Live, connecting you to the world of assistive technology. And now, here are your hosts, Corey and Luke.
Hello, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Tech Connect Live. I'm Corey.
Are you guaranteeing that will be exciting? Because that's a pretty bold claim to make.
I guess that's for the public to decide post facto.
Post facto.
Yeah, so I'm going to look into the future and say this is going to be a very exciting episode. Why? Because we have a new, not even released yet, piece of technology.
Cutting edge.
To discuss cutting edge, and we are always on the forefront, as is Alicia Green, who joins us in the chat from Hartford, Illinois. Thank you, Alicia. And she says, hello, Corey. That's me. Luke, that's you. And Jonathan, that's Jonathan. So,
that's an interesting order.
It is an
I mean, I don't want to infer anything from her order of saying hello to people, but usually you say hi to the most important person first, or the person you like the most. I mean, usually. It's
Jonathan says it's alphabetical.
Sure, it was alphabetical.
Although that's actually a lie, because Jonathan would become before Luke in the alphabet.
Oh, yes. That's also, they started out alphabetical and then gave up on it.
Okay.
So we have been we didn't have an official Tech Connect Live last Thursday because we
only do Tech Connect Live every 2 weeks.
Well, that's what I meant. 2 weeks ago, because we were in Anaheim, California at the California State University of Northridge CSUN 2025 conference.
Correct.
Actually, it's got a really long persons with disabilities.
Yes, it does have persons with disabilities.
Yeah, it's a very long conference name. Nobody calls it that. Everyone calls it CSUN.
Yes.
So we were able to go around and check out the exhibit floor and see a lot of very cool devices and tech out there.
It's kind of weird just to walk around looking at the floor, but it seems to be what everybody does. So they have a nice carpet. It was well vacuumed,
Yeah. Wow. I thought you guaranteed it was going to be exciting because this is not, dad jokes is not exciting. But for those who joined us live on the floor, which is also weird, stand up. Thank you. We appreciate it. We had a good time walking around, and Carrie from Carry On Accessibility was driving us. Telling us where to go.
Yeah, which is good because she knew more what was going to be there than we did.
But one of the booths that she wanted us to go to was the Agiga booth.
It was.
With their product that we are here today to talk about, the EchoVision Glasses.
We are indeed, and to assist us with this monumental task of a future assistive technology, we have none other than Huasong and Xiaoran, and I'm going to bring them on now. Hello to both of you.
Hello.
Hello.
Luke and Corey, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're there. Yeah, we hear you.
Yes, nice to have you both on.
Oh, and I think Huasong was making sure he put Luke first, which I appreciate because every so often Luke needs a little pat on the back. Yeah, you got to keep him happy. I'm not sure.
We're going to have words after this.
Got a little condescending here.
Very condescending. Thank you, Corey. Shirley in the chat says, hi guys, looking forward to today's topic. Thanks. Now,
Shirley.
So Shirley does say looking forward to today's topic, and I do think that a lot of people will be looking forward to today's topic because the EchoVision glasses have proved to be quite popular. Despite the fact they haven't released yet, but there does seem to be a lot of buzz in the community with regards to these. In fact, I just received a text message 2 days ago from a friend who works at the Chicago Lighthouse, and she said that she was interested in getting the Agiga glasses, and what do I know about them? And I said, well, I saw them on the CSUN show floor, but we are having the Agiga people themselves on the show. And so she should check out the show, the experts.
So is she, do you think she is on right now watching us?
No, because she has to work, but she will be catching the recorded version of this.
So she's come to Vision Forward. She'll have plenty of time.
So there does seem to be some buzz. To both of you, have you seen a lot of interest in the community for your EchoVision glasses?
Yeah, there were. Since CSUN, there has been so many interests on our product. It's so funny. We had we had the person helping us out, Kevin, who's also like a blind person.
Yes,
He's
we
our
met him. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, he was there on the floor helping us out. And like one night after party, he told us, wow, everyone was talking about EchoVision. He said I was just walking into one of the parties and walking by, people just talking about EchoVision. So did you tell them about it? He said no, like they were just talking about it without me telling you about it. So like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, and that's the kind of buzz that I have been getting wind of as well from the community. Now, obviously the Ray-Ban Meta glasses are already on the market, and people have been enjoying those a lot. But I think the promise with the EchoVision is a similar type of device, but something more geared specifically toward people with a vision impairment. And I'd be interested to know a little bit about the background of both of you and how you kind of started forming this EchoVision project.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I can start. My name is Xiaoran. I'm the CEO of Agiga. I started this for multiple reasons. I think one big reason is I think the assistive tech market has too many products that are too expensive and did not adapt to the latest technology. Myself, I have been working on artificial intelligence, and also smart devices pretty much my whole career.
Oh, wow.
I started at Amazon Level 26, the birthplace of Kindle and Alexa. I was actually in the early team of Alexa and shipped a few generational products, leading the algorithm team. And then I spent a few years working on autonomous driving, which is another big intelligent device. So pretty much I know software, hardware, AI pretty well. And also I know how to manufacture them. And also I know how much it will cost. Sure. That's why I was astonished when I see product in the AT world. I feel like, wow. I can't believe it. Something very simple, like a talking watch, is $25. Like you can get Alexa with $25. And also I see there's so many progress in the AI world, and this technology has not been introduced to the community that needs technology the most. Basically, that's why I feel, wow, I'm a little ashamed as an engineer that I didn't realize this and I didn't help solve this problem. And I want to do something to change it.
That's great. I think a lot of people in the community would definitely echo your thoughts with regards to the pricing of assistive technology, because it's one of the things that always gets brought up. And whenever we do a video of a particular assistive technology products, we always have people in the comments just saying that it costs too much. And yeah, to be fair, like a lot of assistive technology is prohibitively expensive for a lot of different people. And so yeah, that's great that you are kind of like conscious of that, and also I'm very impressed to hear about your background as well. So I didn't know all of that about you. How about you, Huasong? How did you get involved in this project?
Right. So Xiaoran, I knew each other for a very long time. I previously worked at Google and another company doing mostly software. And prior to joining this effort, I was doing Google Assistant. So Xiaoran and I both wanted to bring our expertise to some field that we can make good impact. We both have elderly at home who have degrading visions, though they're not categorized as low vision. But there's some exposure to Xiaoran and myself that made us think maybe bringing our expertise to people who need vision help. At the same time, we had background in voice assistant and computer vision that can maybe bridge some gap there. So that's where we started the thought around doing AI and computer vision to help people with low vision and blind. But that's still a new area to us. That's something that we started learning by doing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I believe that you have been utilizing people from the blindness and low vision community to assist you with the development of the EchoVision. So can you tell us a little bit about the development process and how you got to where you are today?
Cool. Xiaoran, I'll start. Please feel free.
You can start.
So we started by basically going into local blind centers in San Francisco Bay Area, and also reaching to people, experts like Luke and Corey, to try to understand the space, what people need, whether the existing technology is actually solving them well, what might be actual opportunities. Basically, we just go and chat and learn. Around that similar time, Meta actually came with the AI functionalities for the glasses. So we thought it's a good idea to actually bring some of these glasses to people to have them try that and see how that works. I think we actually worked with you, Luke and Corey and Luke, to connect with your audience to see whether there's interesting things that we can learn by utilizing the existing product. Long story short, we learned that reading, remote assistance, and details like describing people, things like that, are still strong need that may not have been solved very well with the existing wearables or other technologies.
Yeah, and so that's kind of the features that you have integrated into the EchoVision, which we did get to kind of see a little bit at CSUN, but it was a little bit of a difficult demonstration area at CSUN because of just the general internet on the show floor and also how busy the show floor was and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to getting a demonstration today and checking out some of those features and how they are working.
I'm curious, so you had mentioned that you sort of started this process looking and utilizing the Meta glasses and trying to gather information. What was your big tipping point to decide to transition away from the Meta glasses and decide to invest the R&D into creating your own device? That's a kind of a big decision, and has pros and cons to it. So I'm just curious, what was that tipping point for you?
Again, I can start, Xiaoran, feel free to add. It's really not an easy decision. Hardware is really hard. It involves a lot of process manufacturing and whatnot. If Meta is open enough in the sense that we can build apps in the ecosystem, then it will be much easier for us to build stuff on top. We connected with people in this community trying to utilize existing things like Meta or others. So there's reading, for example, is a strong need. But when we try to use Meta, for example, to help people read something in a restaurant, the menu under that low lighting environment is really hard to actually see. So there's nothing we can build on top. There's nothing we can change with the camera resolution and all those. So we felt there's not much we can really do other than spending time helping more people to basically experience the same thing. So both hardware and software, we felt there's enough limitation for us to basically house that there and then start this whole hardware and software integration effort.
Cool.
All right, just hold on a second because I've just heard reports we're getting some duplicate audio. So I'm just going to flick a switch on my board here and hopefully that's going to fix the issue. All right, so I think that it would make sense at this point for us to get some demonstrations of some of the features. By the way, Tom Persky is in the chat and he said he's looking forward to it, and he also tells me to say hello to Huasong. So hello, Huasong from Tom Persky. There we go, I've done my duty. So we're going to check out some of the features now, not all of the features. We're just going to do some particular ones. And maybe actually we should start by actually just taking a look at the physical appearance of the glasses themselves. So if you want to hold those up to the camera.
Right. So this is the physical hardware that's engineering sample, but close enough to the final product. So what I'm showing here is a regular pair of glasses. I have these clip-on sunglass shade that I can remove and reattach using magnetic connection. So on one side, we have the camera, and on both sides of the arm, we have the button that we can click to help with some of the functionalities. On the left-hand side, we have a arch bar that we can use to control volume and pause, resume things. So overall, according to the feedback that we've been hearing, this does look regular, nothing really stand out. And yeah.
Yeah, they definitely do look like kind of regular sunglasses, but I really like the fact that you've got the clip-on shade part or the magnetic shade part at the front there, because one of the situations that people face is if they are if the lenses themselves are tinted, then when they go indoors and they're using them indoors, it can look a little bit strange, you know, to be wearing sunglasses indoors, and so that can make some people feel quite self-conscious. Obviously, with the design that you've got here, you're able to take off the shaded part, and then it looks just like a regular pair of glasses. So that's really smart. I was wondering, I saw toward the back of the sides there are some little kind of bits that stick out. What are those bits?
This is just some small bits that we help to tune when the, so for example, for myself, this glass is a little bit longer than my face size. So this helps to keep it secure over there because we were using these to help different audience try during season time. And people have different face sizes, so this helps to actually secure the glasses there.
That makes sense. Would that be something which will come on the actual production model, or is that just something that you were using for demonstration purposes?
We're still learning these, so it might be something we provide too.
Okay, and one more question about the glasses physical design. Will it be possible for people to have prescription lenses put into these?
Yes, so prescription lenses is supported. This is actually high demand in this community. There's a wide range of lens requirements that we've been hearing. We may not be able to support some extreme cases, but we are trying to support many into most of the cases.
Okay, and so potentially the idea would be that if somebody has a prescription, they would provide you with the prescription and you would provide the prescription lenses rather than people taking the frames to a different company to have the lenses created?
Right, so by default, we would do that. And we are also trying to connect with low vision doctors, practitioners to see some of these can be done in their lab.
Excellent, okay. So far, so good, and I do believe it says Agiga on the side of the glasses as well. So
thank you for that.
Yep. So that's very cool. And yeah, they were very lightweight when we checked them out at CSUN. Yep.
Yeah, comfortable.
Yep, comfortable to wear, just like wearing a pair of sunglasses, really. So should be able to wear them all day, no problem. And actually, though, how long is the battery life?
Right, that's a good leading question for me to introduce these power plug at the one side of the arm too. Our target, I'm just wearing these to maybe demonstrate this. To answer your question, our target battery life is 6 hours for regular use. We're gonna demonstrate something regular use case, and we're gonna demonstrate something that probably more power intensive use cases.
Sure.
However, we do have these possibility to plug in the USB-C cable to one side of the arm so that the glasses can be charged while it's being used. But the downside is if that happens, still there's the cable coming out from the glasses.
Sure.
But it just provides that capability.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty good. So you could just use an external battery similar to what you would use to charge a smartphone or something like that, and you could have your glasses plugged in. Excellent.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, shall we try one of the functions? How about we try the reading function? What do you think, Corey?
Sure.
All right. So let's get a demonstration of the reading function.
Sounds good. I'm gonna make sure my mic is clipped onto the right place of the glasses.
All right.
And I'm gonna just quickly check the glasses making sound. All right, I'm wearing the glasses. I have two simple demos that can show the capability of the rating. So first, I'm holding a small business card here that has the medical center contact information. The way I'm gonna demo this is I'm gonna one press the button on the right-hand side and let the glasses to try to figure out what's on the small business card. So I'm not gonna ask any question. This is just to let the glasses figure out my intention is to read the text there. All right, I'm gonna press it.
The card reads, Manage your health online, myhealthonline.sutterhealth.org. Enroll, 866-978-8837. Email, myhealth@sutterhealth.org. Sutter Health Palo Alto Medical Foundation.
Right, that's that. Quick one tap to trigger that reading mode. It's not really a dedicated mode. It's the glasses figuring out my intention is to read because I'm holding that in front of the glasses.
Okay, so if you could have used that button to take, for example, a picture of the environment, and it would have described the environment. So it's going to be contextual depending on what you're looking at.
Automatic mode, let it see if it can figure out what you want. Yeah, based off of what it's seeing.
Yeah, very cool. Are you able to trigger that with a voice command?
Yes, so this is something we are working on regarding the trigger word, but that's something we're gonna have during release.
Very nice. Okay, cool. So we read aloud the card.
If I could put in for your trigger, if you could do "Hey Corey," that would be amazing. I'm just gonna throw that in there.
We're gonna add some premium charge for that.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe you can record Corey's voice and the glasses can talk in his voice.
I'm on board with that. I know Luke will pay for the "Hey Corey" feature. So
I will pay not to have that. Okay, so how about if we want to take a picture of a longer document and then ask follow-up questions about the document? Are we able to do something like that?
Right, so we can actually reuse this card and let's try to ask, for example, the phone number of the card.
Sure.
So the way that I'm gonna engage is to longer press the same button, and I'm gonna ask that question after hearing that prompt sound. All right, I'm gonna try this. What's the phone number?
The phone number on the card is 866-978-8837.
Right. So so that's just a different way of triggering and asking that question directly.
Okay, that's very cool. So we have a quick press and that will just read or describe, and then we have a hold, and that's going to allow us then to ask a specific question.
Yeah, correct.
I'm curious around the reading mode. There appears to be kind of a couple different ways that you could approach this. Where it'll do, some devices will do a full, kind of word for word OCR, where others will take a picture and then summarize it. What method are you providing both ways? So if I want a whole document read to me word for word, can I have that? Versus maybe I just want it summarized. Are both of those options available?
Right, they are available, but we have this dedicated mode to make sure it tries its best to read word by word. So I can demo that in a second.
Sure.
But when we just one press, the glasses will try to figure out if the intention is to read something more in terms of word by word or try to summarize by itself. If it's too long, it will try to summarize. If it's kind of short enough, it will just read word by word.
Sure.
But dedicated mode, we basically force it to try to read every word.
Good. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, because with the Meta glasses, then they will just give a summary or a description, really, unless you can force them to read it, but by default, they'll just give you a description.
And I think they've improved that. I think it used to be look and read everything on the page verbatim was the only way to get it to read the whole thing. But anywho, that's great to be able, because there are times when you want both. So
yeah. So how about if we wanted to get some description of the environment then, Huasong? So using that same button, can we try and find out something about the room that you're in?
Yeah, sure. So I'm actually facing my camera, my screen, where you, Xiaoran, are both on the screen. So let me try and see what it describes.
Sure.
This is live, so I don't know what it will describe.
Let's find out.
Live demos.
The scene shows a desk with multiple monitors and a ring light. The left monitor displays code, while the right monitor shows a video call with multiple participants. There is a smartphone on a stand below the monitors, also displaying a video call. Various office items, including a keyboard, headphones, and a water bottle, are on the desk.
Right. So that gives, I guess, a lot of insights.
Yeah, that was very cool. I'm surprised it didn't specifically name. There we go. I'm surprised it didn't specifically name Vision Forward Tech Connect as being on the screen there.
I probably didn't recognize this.
Oh, that's that.
Are you able to ask follow-up questions then, just as you are with the text mode? So if you wanted to get more information about something it sees in the scene, is that possible as well?
Right. So every time I actually manually stop it, but after the description of the scene, it actually gives me a prompt sound, and right after that, I can ask a follow-up question.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, very nice. Cool. So that feature seems to work very well. We got a nice description there. It wasn't too verbose. It gave us the essential information, but it didn't keep on talking for too long,
Yeah, that's always a fine line to walk on, getting enough information, but not too much, but not too little. And I think that's one of those where you're never going to win. Somebody's always going to want more. Someone's always going to want less. Right. But yeah, I agree with you. I thought that I didn't feel like, oh man, this is really going on too much. I think it was just the right amount of information and that ability to prompt you to ask any follow-up question, you can get more info.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so far, so good. This is looking pretty cool. Now, I know that one of the features that you have, and this one is kind of different in terms of the level of information it gives you. It is the facial recognition feature, and this can give you both a description of an individual who the glasses don't know, and the reason that this is kind of different is it really gives you a lot more detail than some of the other devices that are out there. But also you can save people into its memory, and so it can identify people by name as well. So with that in mind, Huasong, would you care to show us how that all works?
Right. So we learned a lot of feedback that in this community, people want the description of people to be very detailed. That's what we try to get the glasses to do. So let me demo it first and we can talk more.
Oh,
so I just removed the demo glasses from myself, wearing my own glasses right now. And I'm gonna use the demo glasses to face myself. And I'm gonna take a quick snapshot of myself and let it describe. This is the same button that I'm gonna click, but it might take a little bit longer because it processed the human description.
Okay.
1 sec. I don't know if it's, I hold the button correct, but let's wait a second if it doesn't
A
respond.
young adult man of East Asian descent with light skin and dark brown eyes peers into the camera from behind dark-rimmed glasses. His black hair is short and neatly styled. He appears to be of average height and build. His expression is pleasant and relaxed, almost neutral, with a gentle curve to his lips suggesting a hint of a smile. I recognize this person. This is Huasong Cao, CTO of Agiga Inc.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's very good. Now, I saw you demonstrate this with on Carrie's podcast as well, and it also said that you had a hint of a smile then too, and so so you must always have a hint of a smile on your face, Huasong. So, but that was really good. Now, the thing that that I liked about that was the level of description that it gave, and we had a conversation about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
With somebody else. Who was it? With
Carrie.
With Carrie. It
Yeah,
was
with Carrie,
Yeah. We had a conversation about this level of description, because most devices will not give you this level of description, and I think there is a fear that it could say something inappropriate. But everything that it just said was perfectly appropriate, nothing bad there.
I think one of the things, and to me, it tied back to one of the sessions that we sat in on during CSUN, and just on how biases and things could be incorporated into AI. So, having it mention that you're somebody of East Asian descent, I think it's an opportunity of a device that we don't have, and we've had this. We were having the conversation. Obviously, if you are a single individual on the dating scene, you might want to have that really more detailed. So I think that it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I think it's definitely a feature that's worth having.
Yeah. And as you guys said, like this level of description was prompted from the community, and so it sounds like from what you and Carrie were both saying, and obviously you guys are both in the community, what you were both saying was that this is really helpful as a person with a visual impairment to have this level of information.
Yeah, we saw this request along we work with the blind low vision community. Of the time, they wanted the smart devices to be able to describe persons.
Yeah.
Even for the person they know for a while, like there was a mom who wanted these glasses to describe her son.
Sure,
At the very beginning, we couldn't do that well, and it's kind of heartbreaking. And we see there's so much excitement about this feature. I think it's very fair, because for sighted people, they get this information anyway, just by a glance. And I think it's the right of the blind people to have the same information as the sighted people.
Yeah,
that's why we insist on having this feature, though this may bring us to a little bit of risk.
No, that's a very fair point. I'm looking forward to getting a pair and taking a picture of you, Corey.
Oh, sure.
And you can also take a picture of me. We should live stream it and see what it says. Yeah,
I agree.
Also, like at the show, there are people. They took picture of their dogs. There are more than one people got a picture of their guide dog. I'll say over here how they describe my dog.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, Shirley in the chat says, if you point and then ask to describe, could it do that? So we're not talking about pointing. If you're talking about with the finger, Shirley, that's not really what we're talking about. It's more pointing your head towards something that you want to have described and then taking a picture of it using that button.
But I could see where Shirley's coming from potentially, especially if you were, if you had some low vision and you were in a group of 3 or 4 people, you may want to point at one specific person or thing to be described, and maybe that's not what Shirley was mentioning, but again, that would entail a little bit of usable vision to be able to point at what you want. But
yes, is there any thoughts of any kind of feature like that where you could be more selective in a busy setting about what you want to be described?
So the follow-up question is one possible approach to that. If there's general description and the user wants to know a little bit more about something described there, or the user already knows a little bit more of that context and trying to ask questions, that's one approach. In some shopping scenario that we tested with some beta user, we actually had a use case that when they pointed at the price tag, they actually wanted to learn a bit more about that price tag. So that's a scenario where we want to support, which is trigger directly and ask question about that. Using finger to point is something we're still improving on, but it's definitely something we want to support.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think 2 little things, and one of these you may have sort of demoed it with the card already, but I'm not 100% sure because we took a picture of that. business card first, and I'll get to that in a moment. But one thing, and I think Carrie mentioned this too, with the person description, with it recognizing you, I think it is definitely beneficial to have that name spoken first before the description.
Yes.
Because in some cases that may be all you want to know,
Yes.
and if you know them, then you may already know what they look like. So, going through the whole description of what they look like first, to me is, could be well, I don't want to say a time waste, but really at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. Yeah. But then also going with that, and Huasong, this may have been demonstrated with the card, but the ability to start the process with a question first. So maybe you are sitting if we use your explanation or your description of at a grocery store, and maybe you're in front of apples, being able to say what is the price and then take the picture.
I think you can do that already by holding down the button, because Huasong showed that with the card.
I couldn't tell if that was because the card had already had the picture taken.
Oh,
that's why I was asked. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
That's a good question. Yeah. So if you want to take a picture and just ask a question immediately, can you just look anywhere and hold down the button and then ask the question, and then it will take the picture and answer the question?
Yeah, so that's actually what happened with the card, but I can try. Yeah,
no, that's fine. I just wasn't sure. And
whether it's because you took a picture first.
Perfect. Yeah. I think that's great, because then again, so much of this is getting, this is why I think AI is so powerful for the blind and visually impaired, is it's getting us the information that we want as soon as possible.
Exactly,
Traditional OCR, you had to sit and listen to the whole thing and finally get the piece of information you want. But the faster I can learn what I want, the better. And so that's great. I'm glad that that's a capability already.
Me too. And in the chat, Shirley says, wow, this device is great. So there we go. We have a fan. And Keena asked the question, how well does it work with menus? So what's your experience with menus?
Right. So we have this dedicated reading mode that, again, we force the glasses to actually read word by word by its best capability. So in that mode, it will try to basically literally read everything. The structure of the menu sometimes can be a little bit challenging because it can have 2 columns, 3 columns.
Sure.
So this is something still being improved. But if it's 1 column, for example, the books menu, that I tried, it reads it pretty well, like the section's name and the page number, things like that.
Okay.
Menus are interesting too, I don't want to speak for everybody, but
you just want to know what the chicken dish is.
Well, and that's what it is. Like, you go to a restaurant, and yes, your first instinct would be like, wow, I'd love the ability to read the whole menu, but are you actually going to read the whole menu? Like, if you're really honest with yourself, there are certain things you like, and you're going to say, what sandwiches are there, or what chicken dishes are there? And I think that is potentially the bigger use case than reading a whole menu word for word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
totally. Unless you go into a new restaurant and you just want to know everything that they might offer.
But I think in those cases,
maybe you've looked beforehand.
That's what I mean. There is alternative way. Like if you really want to read a whole menu front to back, I don't think using any OCR device is the way you would be doing it anyways. You would do it ahead of time on your phone, on your computer.
Sure.
I think these devices are great for pinpointing the information you want versus reading the whole thing.
Alicia Green says this device is wonderful. And also asks a question, but we'll wait to answer that question. We'll answer that question at the end. Okay, it's not super exciting. Keena says, awesome, thank you for answering the question, so no problem, Keena. So what I want to do here quickly is do a demonstration of another unique feature, which is the live description. So this is a feature which I haven't seen elsewhere, and this is going to give us continuous audio feedback as to what the camera is seeing. And so I'm assuming it's taking multiple pictures, maybe a picture every second or whatever, and then describing each one. So could you demonstrate this to us, Huasong?
Right. So I'm going to quickly describe what I'm going to do because when it's talking itself, then it's hard to hear what I'm talking.
Sure.
So I'm going to time press that same button. This gesture is something we are still tuning. But right now, this for demo purpose, we're gonna trigger that mode by 3 times tapping that button, same button. And it will start by describing what's in front of the glasses continuously, proactively, without me asking any questions. If I turn my head to the window behind me, it will start describing that side. And the same button, I can use it if I want to have it stop the previous description and try to catch up with the latest thing. People being asking more questions, I can describe some of the questions, but let me try that first.
Okay.
Type AI ready. Tap AI button to start describing a new scene. Okay, there are 2 computer monitors in front of you, one on the left displaying a screen with multiple video boxes, and the other on the right, which is dark. There is a ring light above the left monitor. Below the monitors are keyboards, a mouse, and other desk items. Also, a water bottle is on the right side of the desk, and a hand is partially visible on the right edge of your view.
So I'm turning my head to my window side.
Okay, there's a laptop on a stand to the left with a dark screen.
I think,
To the right are
I'm
several
gonna let it
decorations on the wall.
stop previous
And to the
description. I
far
think it's
right is a window with blinds. Okay, there's a window with blinds straight ahead. Below the window, there is a shelf with multiple figures on it. The left side is partially obscured by the edge of something.
I'm turning into my kitchen side.
Okay. Okay, there is a room with a kitchen and a desk. To the left, there's a desk with a black chair in front of it. In the middle, there's a circular chair with a white cat inside of it. In the back, there is a kitchen with dark brown cabinets and a countertop.
I'm facing back.
Okay, the room has a kitchen with dark brown cabinets and a desk with a black chair on the left. There is a circular chair with a white cat in it in the middle.
Right, so that's, just stop it.
Yeah, so as you're turning, it continuously is taking pictures and it's giving you updated descriptions of what you're looking towards. So we're not manually taking different photographs as we turn here. We are just getting this information presented to us in a live setting. And as we could hear there, it was doing a good job. Now, you said you can press the button to re-trigger it if it was already giving a description of where you were before and now you've turned, you can re-trigger it using the button. Is that correct?
Right, because when describing the previous thing, it sometimes takes 5, 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so when I turned, it might be still in the second of the previous description.
Yeah.
So yeah, this gesture is to help stop and catch up.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, this is a unique feature, and it's something that we've kind of discussed before, and wondered, how it would work, what information it would present, and how practical it would be to use. And it's cool to see a device, implementing it. How did you decide exactly, how much information it should give to the user?
So we don't know enough at this point. We try to basically tune it to what we and some of our feedback users like. But during CSUN, for example, we've been hearing a lot more requests and feedbacks. Cases meaning some people actually do want more information, some people want much less.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. So something we are trying to work on is to give some flexibility or more dedicated mode for people to use.
Yeah, sure.
I could potentially see two live modes. One where it is more advanced or more description. So very similar to sort of what you just demonstrated here. But I know as myself, if I'm going to be selfish, I would like a more advanced mode where it only identified key objects, chairs, doors, hallways, things like that, as you're moving around a space, that you may be more inclined or more, needing to be looking for. Does that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that, I don't know, outside of trying to make it where you can choose what, is being identified, I think that becomes probably too difficult just because you are limited also on how you interact with the glasses. So having someone go through a list to choose, I want to just hear these 5 things.
Unless you could do it on the phone.
Yeah, maybe. But two live modes like that, one that gives you more description and one that just, highlights key things, whatever those key things are, could be a happy sort of medium between too much and too little info. But
Sure. So we are almost out of time here, so I just want to cover some things from the chat. So we have Darcy asking, how well do they perform in dim light, such as at a restaurant or at night? Now, I believe toward the start of the show, you had said specifically about dim light in restaurants and how the Meta glasses weren't very good at that. And so I'm assuming that the EchoVision do handle lower light conditions better. Is that correct?
Yeah, so camera tuning is something still ongoing, and a couple of things that we are doing and can do is still happening. And in the meantime, we do want to actually work with our users to make that a little bit more transparent. So let me clarify this. What we are doing is to have wider angle camera, possibility to zoom in, some of the tuning of the focus. That's something technical side we are doing. On the usability side, when we can't really see stuff clearly, we'd like to let the user know. So if the user can help with the lighting, that's something I think is a win-win.
Oh, sure. So if the glasses say we need some more lighting here, yeah. Do they have an LED light built into them themselves or not?
We have some indicator light, but we don't have flashlight in this hardware.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
No, I'm just going to say one thing that we didn't demonstrate today, and just kind of running out of time, but I want to make sure we highlight is that it will be possible to utilize it with Be My Eyes and Aira for visual interpreting service, so that you can use the hands-free, use the camera on the Agiga glasses, the EchoVision, as your camera for those 2 services.
Yes. Also, from the chat here, we have a question from Amelia. Is there a way to project this information onto your phone? For example, what if you wanted to share the menu with your friends? So I guess, can you take pictures and send them via text message using the glasses or anything like that?
So for on the glasses, it actually has 2 buttons. What we have been focusing demoing today is an AI button, where it takes a picture and then AI process the information and give you the audio feedback. But on the other side, there's this media button, which is similar as the Meta Ribbons button to take picture and video.
Okay.
And all the pictures and videos here are automatically saved. And then you can do whatever you want, like share with friends.
Okay. Sure. And would you be able to do that via voice commands, or would you have to do that using your phone? Like, how would you share those pictures?
That's a good point. Like, you still have to use this to activate Messenger or like text. But if you have Siri or Google Assistant, you can voice control all this, and you should be able to do that as well.
All right. Shirley also in the chat says that she likes it when the AI lady on the glasses says "okay."
Yeah, it's always then so a new
exactly.
scene.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I noticed that when we did the live demo in California. That was the first thing.
She has a very nice voice as well.
Okay. Yeah. She does. It is a good voice. Yep.
Yes. Okay. So unfortunately we are out of time, but now we shall answer. Was it Shirley? Alicia. Yeah, we will answer Alicia's question, which
burning question,
which is, of course, the most important question. What is the cost? And I will add on to that, how can people get the glasses?
Very good. There you go.
So the glasses are running a promotion right now for people who do pre-order. The pre-order price is $449.
Nice.
While the full price is $599. And especially for people who are watching the show right now, we have another promotion on top of the pre-order discount. And using the promotion code Vision Forward, no space, Vision Forward you get extra $20 off.
All right. So
Ooh,
if
I'm
people,
going to do that when we.
Okay, awesome.
When
so
we're done here, I'm gonna go
so if people
pre-order.
go to your website and then when they check out, they can enter the code Vision Forward for an extra
Yeah,
$20
you can.
off.
You can come to our website, which is echovision.agiga.ai.
All right, perfect. And Jonathan has put that into the chat here as well. So we do have a link in the chat to the website.
Cool.
So this is the time, if you are interested in these, this is a good time to jump on board because the pricing is cheaper at the moment.
And if I'm not mistaken, we, like anything, any dates you give are not firm because things always change. But you're hoping for midsummer release, maybe June, July, August, around that time frame.
Yes, we're targeting this time. And just want to be very transparent. Like at CISA, we got lots of feedback. Some feedback is regarding the size and industrial design of the glasses. And we are deciding whether we want to adjust it a little bit. If that happens, it may push the shipping date a little bit further.
Sure.
And still, it's within the summer.
Good.
Okay, and I assume if people purchase, they have to enter their email addresses. Are you sending emails to those people with updates? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So for people who purchased, they definitely need to leave their email address, and we send updates to them. And also for people who now decided to purchase, they're still welcome to subscribe to our newsletter.
Sure, yeah.
So you'll hear all the information, progress, and all maybe promotion about the product.
Okay, fantastic. Shirley says the price is very reasonable, and I would have to agree when it comes to assistive technology pricing. This is definitely one of the cheaper devices. And
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so, all right, well, unfortunately, we do have to wrap it up here, guys, but thank you so much for joining us. It's been really good to find out about what you have got going on, and I think this is a really cool device, and I can see why people are excited about it. And this is only the beginning as well. Who knows what types of advancements will be made moving forward with the technology.
Yep.
So
stick around for the voice commands. Hey, Corey.
Hey, Corey, there you go. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Implement that.
Yeah, so thank you again, and everybody who's interested, make sure that you keep checking out to the Agiga website for any further updates, and maybe in the future we will be able to have you guys back on to talk about anything new that's happening with the glasses.
Yeah, stick around next week, Thursday. We will be releasing a produced video. It's actually part one of a two-part series. We're doing an electronic wearable magnification kind of comparison, cage match.
Yep.
So we will be comparing 3 wearable electronic magnifiers, and like I said, part 1 will be dropping next week, Thursday. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel and join us then. And then in 2 weeks, another Tech Connect Live. I don't think we have.
Well, we don't have a set topic yet.
Yeah,
so,
we got a couple of things cooking.
Yeah, so we will let people know via email or blast. But for now, we will bid you goodbye to all of the audience and goodbye to our guests. Thank you very much again for coming on, and we will see everybody soon.
Thanks all.
Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Luke.
I guess they're gone.
Thank you.
Yep, we appreciate it. Yep, thank you.
There. Okay, good.
Thanks again.
Okay.
Shall we just leave here?
Thanks for joining us for another Tech Connect Live. If you enjoyed Corey and Luke's antics, be sure to join us next time. For all things Tech Connect, go to vision-forward.org/techconnect.